The big three arriving.
It was the stuff legends are made of, literally. The so-called Big Three, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, and Gary Player. Not to mention another golf legend in Lee Trevino, making this more like a Fab Four, as these greats of the game reunited for a very special and truly memorable 18 holes of golf.
He's walking into the locker room, and you're the only person in there. Because everyone else is gone.
There you go.
Sundays, they're gone. There's trash everywhere.
I thought that these people are really going to enjoy it because they're going to bring out their grandkids and their kids, and they're going to say, hey, listen, I want you to look at these three players. They have to Google everybody so they can see what the kids, so they can show them to the kids, but it's just going to be wonderful for them. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful.
More than just wonderful, for the estimated crowd of 40,000, this was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. These four golf legends have combined for 185 PGA Tour victories, including 40 majors. At age 76, a trim and fit Gary Player still routinely shoots 6 to 7 strokes below his age. The 72-year-old Trevino, affectionately known in his heyday as the Merry Mex, still swings a mean stick himself and remains a fan favorite.
It's Cinco de Mayo, man. I'm supposed to feel strong.
At age 82, the King, Arnold Palmer, is the senior member of this group. He fondly recalls the first time he came to Houston for a PGA event over a half-century ago.
Well, I was the first of this group to come to Houston in 1955 at Memorial Park. And of course, that was a great thrill for me. I enjoyed Houston, and I've enjoyed it ever since, and I've had some success here.
In 1962, the great one, Jack Nicklaus, was on the brink of his first ever PGA victory while playing here in Houston at Memorial Park. But in this case, fate just wasn't on his side.
I was leading the tournament at that point in time. In the last round, and my caddy was a fellow named they called him 4-1. His name was Robert Ford. And 4-1 was holding the pin on about a 20-foot putt that I was hitting. As I hit the putt, he started trying to get. He couldn't get it out. And as he yanked it up, he pulled the cup with it. And the cup got about halfway out of the ground. My 20-footer hit right dead in the middle of the cup and bounced back, which meant that instead of making 2, I made 5.
For Trevino, his first ever tournament victory did take place in Houston at the Sharpstown Golf Course.
Great memories in Houston is the first tournament that I ever won. Never played an amateur tournament, and I remember coming off of a tractor at the Columbian Club in Dallas and went to work at a par 3 course in a range, and I practiced for 3.5 years, and never played in a tournament. And this was the first tournament that I entered. It was the Texas State Open, and it was at Sharpstown. And I ended up winning there in a playoff.
Player didn't need a playoff to win here in Houston back in the 70s, but in the third of a string of great comeback victories on the tour, Player rallied to defeat Andy Bean.
He said to me, "You little sawn-off South African runt." He says, "You're not going to beat me this week," because he was 6 shots ahead of me. I said, "Of course I'm not going to beat you, Andy. How can I do that?" And I did beat him. I shot 64 the last day, and I went to him and I grabbed him like this, but the shirt. And I said, "You redneck, don't you ever talk to me like that again, because I'll slap you around."
And on this day, it was just like old times. Great shots galore for golf's greatest names. The team of Player, Palmer, and Nicklaus teamed up for 11 birdies on the day, capped off by Palmer's long birdie putt on the final hole to seal the victory.
Yes, why not?
A victory for every fan on hand to witness a very special piece of golf history.